All right, everyone, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to draw a number line, and our endpoints are going to be 0, 1, and our midpoint's going to be 1/2. So when you're thinking about comparing fractions, you always want to think about these benchmark points, and you're trying to think about how they relate to them. So the first one I want to work with is 7/12. I think of 7/12 and I think, well, I know that half of 12 is 6. So 6/12 is equivalent to 1/2. They're equal, they're the same. So if I had 7/12, that's just a little bit more than half. So I'm going to put 7/12 somewhere around here. Now, right now, we're not trying to be accurate. We're just trying to place these fractions on this number line and using the benchmarks that we have. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with 5/6. I think of 5/6 and I know, you know what? 6/6 is equal to 1 whole. 5/6 is really close to 6/6. So that means it must be pretty close to 1 whole. So if I want to put it somewhere on my number line, I'm going to say it goes somewhere about here. And then finally, I think about 1/3. Now the thing I think about with 1/3 is, gosh, what's half of 3? Well, okay, half of 3 is 1.5. And by the way, we know we can't put a decimal there, but that's just for me to see. But I don't have 1.5. I only have 1/3. So 1 is less than 1.5. So that's going to be less than half. So if this is 1/2, and once again, I want to tell you, we can never put a decimal on top of a fraction like that. That's just for me to figure out how much would be half of 3. Well, that's not what I have. I really have 1/3, and that's less than 1.5. So I'm going to put that somewhere right here. So if I wanted to order these fractions from least to greatest, I would say that 1/3 comes first, 7/12 comes second, and then 5/6 is the greatest fraction that we have. Now remember, what we're trying to do is we're trying to compare these fractions, trying to figure out which one is greater or less than the other by using benchmarks. We're not trying to be too accurate where they go on the number line. We just want to be able to use these benchmarks to better figure out where they belong. Okay? I hope that was helpful.